Hello guys, today I'm going to talk about Vim for Visual Studio Code. So Vim is a nice little editor, allows you to type your source code, edit your source code a lot faster with the keyboard shortcuts. It's very much like your keyboard shortcuts coming with your Visual Studio Code, like Alt 2, Alt 3, Alt 1, and you can use Control P to search for a file, or Control Shift Dot to navigate between different sections of the same source code. Which is very convenient. Like here, if I use Control Shift Dot, I can see, oh, 3 sections. I can expand, I can collapse. Very neat. Jump right into action. So the Vim is much more complex. It requires at least a few weeks to develop the muscle memory, and the beginning phase can be very frustrating, but I think it does allow you to navigate and edit your source code a bit faster, which I think it's highly recommended. So to install Vim, it's just here, extensions. And once you have installed Vim, you can see there are multiple modes. Here it shows normal mode. So normal mode is like your launch pad. You can enter from normal mode to insert mode. For example, if here is the cursor, I want to insert right before the cursor, I type lowercase I. To insert after the cursor, lowercase a. To insert at the end of the line, uppercase A. Insert above the current line by creating a new line, uppercase O. Insert below the current line, lowercase o. So that's the insert mode. Once you type those hotkeys, say uppercase A, you can see here it changes to insert mode. To get back, use escape key to normal mode. Now let's talk a little bit about the third group of mode called visual mode. This is for selection. So here I can type lowercase v. I can jump 3 words by typing 3W or 5W. So that hyphen counts as a word. If you use uppercase V, it will enter a different mode called visual line mode here, visual line. And you can select multiple lines and delete all these guys. And the third visual mode is called visual block mode. If you Control V instead of uppercase V, you can see you're here at the visual block mode. Here, visual block. Go to line number 8, and then you can select multiple items on the same line and delete everything on the same line. So it's quite useful. So those are the 3 groups of modes under Vim. You have the normal mode, insert mode, and a visual mode. Next, let's talk about file navigation. So if the file is big, you can use uppercase G. Go to the end of the file. Double lowercase g. Go to the beginning of the file. You can use a number followed by uppercase G to navigate it to that line. Say 50G, uppercase G, yeah, line 50. 25G, line 25, oh 85, sorry. 25G, line 25. So that's quite convenient. If you want to navigate to the end of the line, dollar symbol. Beginning of the line, 0. You can also use your J, K, L, and H key to navigate. The J, K, L, H key are equivalent to your arrow keys on your keyboard, but they're located close to the main part of the keyboard, which is highly recommended. So J, K, H, and L. So that's for navigation. Next, let's talk about delete and replace. To delete a single word of single letter, use X. To delete multiple words, you can use lowercase d, so D3W. Or D3E. So D3E will not delete the white space. It will delete to the end of the word, not the beginning of the next word. So now you have 2 white spaces. So DWDE. Deleting the whole line, double D. Delete 3 lines, 3 double D. So this is for deletion. The other operators work too, like delete to the end of the line, D and dollar symbol. Delete to the beginning of the line, D and 0. To change, it's very similar. Lowercase r, you can replace the current letter with X. Or if you want to continuously replace current letters, you can use uppercase R and just type away. It will replace every letter as you type. To make changes to a group of words, you can use lowercase c, CW. It deletes the first word and automatically enters the insert mode. So you can type other stuff. Okay, so that's for changes and deletes. They are very similar, almost completely parallel. So the only difference is that C and D deleted the stuff, C deleted the stuff, and also enters the insert mode automatically. Now let's talk about delete, copy, and paste. So if I delete this line, double D, I can paste it back with a P. I can also copy using Y, double Y. I can use P to paste it back. So copy and paste using this normal mode, D and Y key has a disadvantage because you don't see what you are deleted or copied. It does not highlight the portion of the code. So another example is to use the visual mode. So capital V and go to line 22, 22G, and you can now see this portion being highlighted. You can delete with more confidence and paste. So the visual mode is very convenient because it highlights the part you want to delete or copy. Another function is to search for a pattern. Under normal mode, use slash and type the pattern here. You can see here the slash. You can type, say, comment and enter. It will find the first occurrence, and you can use lowercase n to search for the next occurrence and uppercase n to search back. To replace, it's very simple. You can use colon. So here you can see the colon being typed. You can type the range you want to search for, say 20 to 40, line 20, comma, line 40, or percentage sign to search the whole document, and use lowercase as substitute. Type the pattern, say comment, and type the replacement, comment, but everything in uppercase. And you can use G, global, and C, asking for confirmation. So it will find the guy and ask you for confirmation. You type yes, it will replace. So it's quite convenient, search and replace, and they're kind of different keys, but they work similarly as if you type Control F or Control V, Control C. Just different hotkeys. Another nice little feature is actually offered for matching parentheses, brackets, or braces. So here if I type percentage symbol, it will jump between the opening and closing bracket. Same for braces. Percentage symbol can help you find the matching item. So the last thing I want to talk about is indent. So in editing source code, we often indent quite a bit. So let's say we are on this line. Let's go to the normal mode. If you want to select all the lines up to line 13, you can use uppercase V into the visual line mode and 13G. And then you can use greater than with the shift key pressed to indent. If you want indent more, you can press the greater than button without the shift key. And if you type GV, you can select back, and you can use less than to shift back. It's quite convenient. If you use GV and you want to shift back multiple times, you can type a number, say 5, and less than to shift back 5 positions. So this is quite convenient. Okay, so these are the basic operations of Vim. If you're interested, definitely spend some time on it. It's not for everybody, so it's completely optional, but I think it's a nice tool.